Yo, what's going on, everybody? Governor Dip coming at you guys with another one, guys. And as you guys know, this is my Wednesday, so it's that NFT SHILL and chill type of day. So got a couple different things that I'm going to be checking in on. As you guys know, Bulls and Apes has been minting out, and they're still making good progress there. They're in a space currently right now. And there are a couple other NFTs that have some up and coming catalysts for them also, and some things that just got released. Apes just had a teaser put out, so a couple different things that are happening in the NFT world. And as you guys know, I'm a big NFT advocate, and I feel like it's a real good way to income, or just income period, if you guys are just in between and not really wanting to invest in the market due to what's going on. And as you already know, I definitely know that the market conditions are not the best in the world. I pretty much called this. It was looking pretty good yesterday and the day before, and the market kind of declined, as you guys can see. No real warning, steep drop, and it's kind of holding up from here. If we look at the live Bitcoin chart, which you guys know, if you pay attention to me before, I keep it on that 1 second chart just because it's active and it's interesting to watch more than anything else. And I can really thank this guy for it. What's going on, Legal? What's up, Jeff? What's up? And definitely let's grow. Grind time. Definitely appreciate you for stopping by. The Crypto Funk. What's going on? How you feeling, man? And feeling good, Jeff. What's going on, man? How you feeling? What's going on, Eddie? What's going on, man? Pretty light day, man. Not too many people were on doing too many things. Some YouTubers had some issues with YouTube itself right this second. So Awesome Austin ended up getting his channel taken down. He did go live on Twitch. I did catch some of his stream on Twitch. So if you guys didn't know that, add Awesome Austin on Twitch. I think it's the same exact name as his YouTube. What's going on, Stevie? What's up, Stevie? And Crypto Realist got his channel taken down, but I think Crypto Demon ended up getting his channel back. So I feel like in some way, shape, or form, they end up getting their channels back also. So I think everything will end up working out. Awesome Austin is kind of working the Twitch scene as of right now. I need to start putting my streams back on Twitch also. Kind of letting that work, but yeah, there's a lot of buys and sells, and I've been paying attention to a couple different charts now. So this one specifically, just because it if you pay attention on the side, you can see kind of some of the buy and sell orders that's in, and you can see really the volume towards like either the selling side or you can't even really see anything. Hold on, let me made it disappear. Is it not gonna let me see? There we go. All right, so that a little bit better, a little bit. So you got, damn, that's super low. All right, there we go. That's not bad. No, that's horrible actually. Okay, no, that's too damn big. Let's go with this one. All right, so this is probably the best view I can get as far as zooming in. So you can kind of see the buy and sell pressure and when some of the orders are coming in. A lot of buys are coming in as far as right this second. Does not mean that it will continue like that. I did not mean to click out of that. Where's my other chart I have? But yeah, gotta get my discombobulated charts together. What's going on, DNA? Bro, pull up CoinGlass, ton of great info on there. Okay, gotta look that up. What is it, like coinglass.com? Okay, legal coming through with another hit. Added to my my favorites, man. I like any sites that are useful within this this crypto spirit, man. I like going to new sites. I have just been on Dex Tools and a couple other sites lately, so been trying to dip and dabble. What's going on, J Rock, aka John Bizzle and the Hizzle? What's going on, man? How you feeling? Order book has more information on. Oh, okay. Well, are you saying on CoinGlass, it's a little bit more information on there? Yeah, I'm about to pull it. I'm about to pull it up and favorite it. What's going on, Crypto Life? What's going on? What's going on? About to pull it up and actually favorite it. But yeah, don't want to get I'm not gonna get too deep into the market. I will a little bit more tomorrow. Hopefully it's a little bit more well, not more going on. Something's gonna break. Either we're gonna be consolidating for probably tomorrow at this point, and then it's gonna either choose to go up or down at that point. If it goes down, breaks that level of support, I think we're coming down a little bit. If it goes up, it kind of is showing bullish sentiments in the market, so that will be a good sign in my eyes, but that's just my personal opinion. Don't take it from me. Just my opinion. But let me so first NFT that I'll dabble on right now. So what number did I can't even remember what number I left it at. I think it was like 2649 last night that Bulls and Apes had minted out. So 2649 and what it was last night. Now it's at 2125. So it's almost at that 1900 mark. So I feel like once it does hit that 1900 mark, that FOMO will start to kick in a little bit more. I think that what is disturbing the mint process just a little bit is people are dropping it on the OpenSea market a little bit lower than what the mint price is. So I get the logic behind it. We refresh. So 0.19 currently on the floor for OpenSea right now, if you're looking at the Bulls and Apes project. So that's not bad at all, period, considering that the mint price currently right now is 0.22. So some people are impatient. Some people might have minted on that first or second wave of that private sale, which gave them a little bit more leeway because they only minted at 0.17, which at the same time 0.02 is just not enough profit on something that I feel like is a solid project. So I probably would not be trying to take profits at that point, but a lot of people do come in for quick flips, and if they're not seeing a lot of volume come in at first, which 73 Ethereum is not bad volume, but this project still has a lot to go. I mean, they haven't been revealed yet, and there's a lot of different aspects and goals that this project is trying to reach. Like even now, currently, they're trying to send people to what was it? I think it's New York, to the NFT convention out there that they're having. Let me see. There's down. I don't know.
Hey everyone, Anthony Mangello of the Bulls and Apes Project. Just want to thank BAP Nation. We've had an excellent start to our mint, mega mint. We're not even 24 hours in and 80% of the collection is sold. It's an amazing amount of support from the community. The project team, we've got plans in place. We know what we want to execute. And the first step of that is to kick off another Twitter space tonight. So please join us. The next 24 hours is going to be amazing. We're going to kick off the Twitter space with a giveaway. We're going to be taking one of our new members of the Inner Circle with us to NFT NYC. And you're going to help us plan the first IRL event. I can't wait. And to the other 1,600 holders that we have out there, thank you for your support. You're now part of the project. So help blow up this Twitter space, tag your friends, make sure you let people know. Come on, it's going to be a blast. I can't wait to see you there.
John, they did not mint out just yet. They are still currently trying to mint out. They are in the Twitter space, which I'll tap into that, see if there's any additional information going out. But I know instead of giving out one trip to New York City, they're now giving out 3. They officially gave out 1, and they're doing a retweet for 2 additional paid trips. So they're saying they're paying for the round trip, so the flight there, flight back, and they're actually paying for the for your stay out there also, and for your ticket to the actual event in New York. So I feel like that's some real player stuff to do. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, just because one, I mean, depending on where you are located, which they don't know where the people that win will be located, that's a pretty hefty ticket depending on the there and back, depending on where you guys are. So then the hotel stay for however many days you guys are going to be out there, and then the actual ticket to the event. That's a pretty decent trip and a pretty decent experience also, I feel like. But yeah, they're at 2,100. Still have to mint that out. How can I win that? They put out a tweet, and they just want people to retweet the tweet out. I think it's pinned in the space. Let me join the space.
Glad to know the community. There's so many cool people in the NFT space.
Here it is.
Luckily, I was wrong in that, but that actually triggered the conversation with Manny about how can we apply some of the lessons that we've learned in Helium 10 and bring it into this new space. So in Helium 10, we in a way changed it. Well, in several ways, we changed the Amazon software tool market.
I'll retweet it out so you guys can find it. I like it.
Into one subscription.
Retweet it out.
Before that, everybody was paying like 7 different.
Hey, I'm getting tagged in it.
A bunch of different services, and it was kind of a mess. People. It was a new space, kind of like this is. Also, there was the thought leadership was kind of too fragmented, and there was a lot of courses that were very hyped up, and people were paying a lot of money for that. So we also saw like, okay, we want our customers to succeed, and we cannot have them paying thousands of dollars for training. We gotta bridge that gap and provide thought leadership. So Manny had the podcast, and we actually would buy rights to courses, and we would invite experts to speak. So we brought the experts and we brought the information to the community. So it was kind of less of a strategy with the ETH guarantee, and it was more of a.
But yeah, this is how you want it. Just gotta
I don't want to
follow the page and tag 3 people. Then they're gonna be picking it tomorrow at 6 p.m.
right? Because
Pacific Standard Time.
If you think about it, the ETH.
So 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is when they're gonna pick the winner for this. So you just gotta retweet, tag 3 friends, and you are entered into the event, and you're good to go. I'm really curious which bulls I ended up getting, just because some of the artwork is really eye-catching, and I would kind of rather have something that looks like I don't know. I wouldn't say like overly aggressive, but I don't know, you know what I mean? Kind of relaxed, chill. It just has a different vibe to it. Like, I'm a different type of person. I like different type of art. So I don't like the super duper plain ones, but in this case with Bulls and Ape project, just because of how they describe the actual project itself and the fact that the creator bull could be one of the plainer looking bulls, I think that I now kind of want one of the more plain looking ones also, just so I can have a chance at actually getting that unique one. if I can get a chance at that unique one, I feel like is that much more having one of the plain ones. Which there's a possibility that not only just throwing a couple concepts out here just so you guys can kind of see where I think and how I kind of feel about NFTs. So with this floor price being this right now, so it's underneath the public mint price right this second. So whenever these do get some type of traction, or whenever they do pick up as far as volume, the couple that are getting sold at 0.19, this is going to be a steal price, and it looks like it changes up within a couple rows. So what is it, like 12 of them? Probably a little bit over 12 of them. So some people buy a specific number just because it's their lucky number, but these are unrevealed and you have no real way. Usually you can really go through the back end and enter the metadata and kind of see what the traits are going to be for them. That's actually why sometimes people will snipe them for higher prices or go after specific ones. But they said that they actually chose a different route to where you cannot see the metadata on the back end, so you can't see the traits. So this will be actually interesting when they do reveal and finally mint out, especially if people choose to still kind of lowball and put them on the floor once they mint out. Just because I feel like a lot of people will definitely be trying to sweep this floor just because of the utility. Like they're literally giving out trips to New York currently right now just to live up to parts of their roadmap, saying that they're doing in-person events, which they're saying that they're going to do a lot more events, and I believe them. They've pretty much lived up to everything that they've said so far as far as their project. And speaking of projects that have lived up to everything that they've said so far, so we're going to use that to transition into another one of my NFTs, which honestly, guys, if people keep lacking on this one, I most definitely will be partaking in more NFTs. My goal was to really allow people an opportunity to be able to mint who are just now finding out about the project or just seeing one of these AMAs out there with Cryptobolics explaining the project itself. But the concept behind this is pretty interesting. And I feel like the different tiers to the project allow people to feel a part of the project, but not have to go above and beyond and kind of get 3 NFTs here, 3 NFTs there, a decent amount of the token or whatever, you know what I mean, whatever the situation is to be a part of it. Okay, back when giveaway to New York. yeah, so they're giving away tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So they're giving away a trip to New York for that NFT convention. But yeah, so with these guys, so this is I'm gonna let you guys know what my game plan is. So I'm gonna allow a little bit more time for people to actually mint these Cloud9 Rambo NFTs, just because like I said, it's a great opportunity. A lot of people have not heard a lot about it just yet. Some of the details people don't really understand, so I've been trying to explain to some people as far as the different tiers. And honestly, I see the value within this. So that means to me, if I'm seeing the value and I already have, because if you guys can see, I already have my 3 for my tier. This is my wallet right here. This is my 3 for my airdrop. Pretty much settled in, 3 is the maximum. If I had 4, I wouldn't get any more of the airdrop. That's it, right? So with that being said, if I end up grabbing any more off of the actual mint, which is 0.15 right now, which Ethereum just went down a little bit, so that price is down a little bit also. So let's just say let me see how much it is. I don't even want to estimate, because I think ETH may be going down a little bit more. We don't know. I don't want to estimate too much on that. So that's $274. So 0.15 is $274. So $274 is not too bad. I don't know anybody's financial situation, but especially in a situation where, you know what I mean, you're getting possibilities to get into an airdrop situation where you're gonna get airdrop some tokens. So 0.15, $247. You get to join a community ecosystem as long as you buy at least 0.1, I think, or something. I don't even think there's a limit. As long as you own some of the tokens and you obtain one of the secondary NFTs to come out, you're going to get that third airdrop. Well, excuse me, second token airdrop. So my thought process is, so with me knowing the process behind how Bolix is working, he's going to be doing buybacks as far as his revenue of the token that he has and how the business is going to flow. I don't feel like this is going to have too much of a down period just because it's going to be constantly being fed by his business. And I bought mine when ETH was high. Yeah, man, it's $247 right now, bro. Like, that's a significant difference from when ETH was actually high. So people are getting in it still. But my goal is, man, when ETH, look, Crypto Life said it, man. I think that if this after it pumps again, it might pump up a little bit, man, and then end up going back down. But if it goes back down and breaks the level of support that I've been looking at, I think it is going to get close to $1,200. If not $1,200, that's a real thing. So just think about if people continue to lack on this situation, and that's kind of going to be my breaking point right there. When Ethereum's just crazy cheap, the mint price is still 0.15. I still know what I know about the situation. So me getting it for 0.15 and it being closer to $200 flat almost is a ridiculous steal on my end, just because as people find out about the ecosystem and Bolix token launches and it has a healthy, stable chart because of the buyback and the buybacks they'll be doing with the revenue from the business also, people are going to want to be a part of that. And especially once they find out that if you hold the first NFT and at least participate in the other processes, that you can be a part of the other airdrops. So, but the first NFT is in every single tier. You can't do anything without the first NFT. So with that being said, this is going to be one of the most valuable NFTs in his collection. So for it to be 0.15 and then it's creeping at like $200, you got to think about what the resale value for that is going to end up being for people who actually want to get in and be a part of the community, especially if token 1 comes out, it's healthy chart, and then they go through the process to token 2, and then it's another healthy chart. Like, people are going to look at the process and like, man, this is called a pattern, and this is going to continue to happen with this ecosystem. Because if the first token was successful and they're running on the same business plan as the second token and the third, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really see the margin of where there will be a failure at. Then he has been in the business for an extended period of time. I mean, he knows what his gross profit is. So what's going on, Corey? What's going on? And grind time, yeah, most definitely. You're looking at this the way that I'm looking at it, just because my thought process is to how to maximize my money while this market is in this kind of bearish sentiments right now. So a good way to do it is to buy things low and be in a position to sell them high. So with me only really needing 3 NFTs, any additional NFTs that I buy past that are you know what I mean, can be marketed, especially if it's not the ultra rare, which I will move things around, you know what I mean. If I end up getting the ultra rare, you know what I mean, that'd be dope. But I definitely wouldn't be getting ready to selling that one. But if it was one of the other ones, you know what I mean, like that's up for grabs. And that's not saying anything about the art, I mean, not liking it. It's just me strategically placing myself to where I will be able to make money, especially once the market corrects itself. Ethereum is going to be much higher, which means that the dollar value that I obtain for selling it is going to be more. I am going to be in charge of it because, as you can see, there is not one. If you go into on sale and for ETH, there are 0 items currently on sale right now. Literally 0. So that means that nobody within this ecosystem right now, out of these 330 people that bought these NFTs, are willing to sell it right now, which is usually Usually that's pretty rare. Why? Because usually, like you see it with the bulls and apes right now. Currently, we're looking at the bulls and apes currently being people are trying to flip it right now currently for quick money, even though they know for a fact that Bulls and Apes project is a solid project, but they knew that the drive behind people wanting to be in it would the FOMO behind that will make people buy it at these prices, especially if they weren't on the whitelist. So people took advantage of that part. Then they started lowering them down just to sell them as quick bucks. You know what I mean? Quick 0.05, 0.02, they were selling them for. So that's not happening here. Why? Because the value of, you know what I mean, the value of what comes with this, the utility behind this NFT is not currently worth selling. You sell your NFT, you sell the airdrop position that you have. So if you sell one of these, you'll get less of an airdrop. So people are not willing to take that less of a position, and really because they don't have to pay for it. Like, you don't have to pay for it. This is free money. Holding this is free money. Not to mention the fact that there's a $10,000 ETH reward going out to somebody after these are minted out. So you get a possibility of winning $10,000. You get a possibility of getting that ultra rare NFT where you can get airdrops of all 10 tokens without taking any money out of your pockets. Just buying these NFTs just made your entire year. Like, I don't, like I said, I definitely will always offer the information, but if the information does not get used, I will definitely utilize my own information in thought process as far as how I'm going to be kind of investing. Like I said, this is not financial advice at all, period, but that's just the concept that I kind of feel. It's like nobody's selling them. If nobody's selling them, and I meant, let's just say I meant 3 or 4 extras, right? Then people start to find out about it, and they come in and they mint the rest of them. What does that mean? So those people are going to want to keep those because they minted those for the utility. I already minted mine for the utility unless I get that ultra rare. So anything that I'm buying additional can be resold for a high value, because why? I'm controlling the price of what that's going to be sold for if everybody else is not willing to sell it. So pretty much if you want to join in, you want to be in here, just like John said, man, I'll sell mine right now. 10 ETH a pop. That's simple, you know what I mean? Yeah, you can buy mine right this second for 10 ETH. And that's the type of prices that you're going to be looking at once these mint out. Why? Because each person will have some type of sense of possession over them. You know what I mean? Like, this is your airdrop. This is your key to the Bolix community and all of the tokens that will be included inside of it. So who is going to want to give that up, especially if you already have a good feeling about the project, you've done your research. And guys, I forgot to say this, and I probably should have said this earlier. He will be on stream tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Time, 4 p.m. Eastern. So I'll be asking him some questions kind of along that lines and kind of highlighting some different things about the NFTs tomorrow also. But that's just like I said, that's just my game plan. And you guys let me know how that game plan sounds. If you guys have a different trading plan with this NFT, has anybody gotten any additional NFTs besides the ones just to secure the airdrops? Exactly. And these are the first drop. Yeah. So the first drop, like I said, like literally, if you look through each tier, you can come in on a second NFT tier if you want to, but you won't be able to receive any of the airdrops at all, period, because you need that first NFT to get any of the airdrop, which makes it the most valuable, which means that one is going to, regardless of if people want it to or not, like, you're going to have to pay a premium price for that, because I don't think anybody is going to be selling that for a cheap price. If you do sell it for a cheap price, it might be a situation where you might just need the money, which that means it's always situations like that. I understand that it happens, and that's just somebody's blessing that they're going to come up on. Okay, Steve, you're saying this number there. I feel that. You got all 3 in your set. Bulls and 8 floor is at 0.19. Yeah, it was actually kind of sad to see because I know how solid that project is. And regardless of it being at a 0.19, I still have high hopes for that project just because of the team behind it and the business plan that they're putting in place to excellent. Oh, I can't even get to talk today. To execute things. They're putting a good plan in place to execute things, and I really believe that they're trying their best to get things in place. This community has faith in crypto wallets. Yeah, so their community is a strong community. They're not a community that goes out and bashes other communities or causes drama. If anything, they're in other communities trying to create good vibes and knowledge all around. So they're really dropping knowledge around. Crypto Ballers has been doing spaces trying to make people knowledgeable of the space around them for some time. So I mean, that's just what he's been doing. So he's just trying to do the same thing, just at a bigger scale with this project. Stevie will be owning each 3 of each drop. See, that's kind of where I'm at with it too, Stevie, because I need to be on tier 7. That's just me, period. I don't know how anybody else feels. I need 4 times the airdrop. 4 times of anything just sounds amazing. That's just me, period. Put your sunglasses on. You're a cool cat for that. I'm not lying to you. What's going on, John? How you feeling today, man? What's up? What's up? Hambone, what's going on, man? Yeah, what's going on, man? How you feeling? Yeah, but like I was saying, you guys let me know what you guys think about that trading plan. That's how I'm feeling about the situation. That seems like a smart move to me because as you guys can see, there is no floor price because nobody's putting anything up there. But once I do, you will see a floor price once I do grab my couple, and that floor price, I think I'm decided. I'm in between 3 and 5 ETH once I end up grabbing mine. So you got an option to either mint for the 0.15 while it's still available, or pretty much I like I told you, I'm gonna be minting me a couple more, and my price afterwards is I'm way better than J-Rock's price. By the way, guys, I'm at 5 ETH right now. I may go up depending on what the situation is, but yeah, I may do 5 ETH. What's going on, baby fat? What's going on? Y'all just got done getting y'all K-Pass on. Hey, Pizzle. Huff, got some queens for sale. Shoot me a DM if you're interested in any of them. Okay. 10-4. Yeah, man. Bulls and Apes passed, man. See now, me and John, I mean, you just heard what I got going on, man. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, no, I'll check them out and see what you got going on. But yeah, I'm definitely, like I said, next move, I'm going to watch Mint of ETH continues to drop down a little bit, dude. I'm going to take advantage of that, and I'm going to mint a couple more. That's just me. Yes, sir. Definitely was in there, guys. How did you guys end up liking that AMA? Was it informative for you guys? Did you guys get enough information? What's going on? How did you guys feel about it? Never heard of that guy before, but he was following me on Twitter, which I was definitely interesting. You never know who's following you, but yeah, like never heard of him, but apparently he has more subscribers than me. But yeah, going back to the Bulls and Apes project. This is these, I'm really waiting on the reveal for these. The reveal is going to definitely boost the price up. The floor price being where it's at right now does not say anything at all about the project. I think I'm still in the space too. Let me see if they're coding any facts in there.
It's an exciting 24 hours. Here we are. For me, man, I just can't wait for reveal. That's what I want. I think that's what
I literally just said that.
Let's get to reveal.
Yeah, so we can start talking about sub-trade communities. That's what I'm excited about. You know,
Definitely.
I wish D-Dish was in here because, I mean, he's the king. I loud mouth those. I mean, holy cow, you know? But Oh, I can't wait to see what the community is going to get excited about that. You know, it'll be so cool.
Loudmouth, they think it's starting the mini trades with the bondage pools. Is that right, Loudmouth?
No, I'm doing the captain hat.
Oh,
The captain hats.
yeah.
Yeah, I like the captain hat.
So it's going to be about sniping the captain hat, huh?
I think we have a one of the sneak peeks that he's got has a captain hat.
Well, that one captain hat.
Damn, did y'all see that? Did somebody
White
just sweep the floor?
That is so sexy.
Or is this? Let me refresh.
That's tough. I just
Because it looks like somebody just swept the floor. It was at 0.19. Now it's at the mint price in like 32 seconds. Let me listen in and see what happened, man. What the
have
hell
enough,
happened?
traction so that we can make some things move. Because if there's not that many, people just hold them and they just sit there. So there's no movement. There's no activity. We got to keep activity going.
Damn,
So
do
we
you
gotta
see how
get
many that person
gotta
did?
get
Somebody
one
just
set of
minted a
300
lot.
in, 250, 300.
Well, bought a lot.
Time will tell.
Time will
It's
tell.
gonna be fun.
Yep. Hey, so I got a
Always
question.
does.
I got a question that got DM'd to me
Sheesh.
about the apes and about how they can be purchased. So the question was, will the apes be able to be purchased with the meth token? The answer is no. The apes are a completely separate NFT collection, so it will be minted just like we're doing now with the bull. They'll be minted with ETH and through that process. So to answer the question, no, they will not be purchasable with meth token. However, meth token is going to have a lot of uses in our ecosystem. I mean, we already know that the meth token is the way that we accelerate the game to get to the God Bowl, which is via the incubator, the team bowl, merchant orb, etc. Is how we get to mint all of these great additional NFTs in this first NFT phase, I guess. Manny, how do we call that? So within the NFT, this first phase of NFTs, we've got multiple collections. We've got the OG Genesis pools that include the gods. We've got, the incubator is a collection, even though there won't be any left once they're all burned. We got the teens, we got the orbs, and we call those separate collections, but we have an overall collection. So what would this be considered, our first phase? I was having a hard time getting a term for that.
Yeah, I mean, it's still our first mint, right? We're calling mint 1, and then the apes will be mint 2. But within mint 1, we have the collections. The orbs and the incubators will be in their own project, right? Then you have the OG bulls and the gods and their own collection. And then the teens will be in their own collection. We did that. Obviously, we could have put things together, but it makes things, it's cluttery, it's messy. There's different traits. It changes floor prices. When you have
What's up, Queens and
it's
Bulls?
all over the place. You don't want to do that. So it'll be nice and clean. And yeah, when Mint 2 comes out, we know it's going to be apes at this point. We've talked about it, and it's been revealed in Chapter 4 of the lore. If you guys haven't seen that, definitely, right, and that's it at the top of this space here. You can click into that. It takes you to the page, and there's a story link at the very top. Definitely super highly recommend. You put on some headphones and just relax and watch that. It's pretty cool. If you're around a TV, something that's bigger than your phone, screencast it. Use the iPhone has a screencast, and just watch it there. It's like super cool. It's like watching a documentary. Almost everybody that we've talked to, in fact, everybody that I've talked to that has actually seen it like that, says it's just blown their mind. And most people have said they've gotten chills, like little goosebumps, when they get to the.
Yeah, man, it's NFT Chill and Chill, man. Let me know. Drop them in the chat, and I'll look them up while we're listening to this information. Just drop the names of the projects or the Twitter handles.
Well, you and I talked about Chapter 4. We've gone over it. We talked about it. We brainstormed and did all that. But when you threw that in the end, I mean, I was excited because I kind of knew where it was going to go when you said, "Hey, check this out and watch."
Hey, everyone. And
the music changes, and it's like I'm watching what you're saying, and I'm listening to the narrator. I'm like, okay, wait a minute, we didn't talk about this. And then all of a sudden the music changes, and I'm like, what? And then I get the chills. Oh, dude, it was so sick. Yep, it was cool.
It was good. Yeah, I love it. I love doing this kind of stuff. My background, is art, 3D. I did animation, did a lot of video editing. Back when we were at Gideon 10, I tended to do all my editing. He was always on my case, like, no, you need to be outsourcing that, but I just enjoy it. So I thought it would be fun to kind of, spend a weekend putting it all together, getting the right music, the right, because music sets the tones, the emotion in it. It's funny if you remove all the audio from something or all the music from something and just watch it through, it's like, it's kind of dull. So yeah, it was fun, and I did it in the weekend, and I wanted to surprise everybody. I was hoping everybody would like it, but you never know, right? We put it out and be like, there's some holes here and there, and nobody said anything, so it was good.
Yeah, no, very good. And I'm anxious about chapter 5 now. It's something we're gonna have to build on. That's gonna be the fun part is building this lore as we go, and how we explain the utility and the characters. And then we get to the apes, and we're going to talk about the apes. Oh, by the way, the apes are going to be amazing when it comes to the tokenomics, because the apes are going to have a multiplying effect. Now, I know that we don't have all the details worked out for that yet, that we're still working on how that's going to be, but you guys have already said that there's going to be a multiplying effect, that the apes are going to be have a symbiotic relationship with the bulls, which I think is amazing, because we talked about this back when we were working on this project, and a lot of projects, a few projects, I don't want to slam any other projects, because every project's got to follow their own roadmaps, and they're going to do what they need to do. But what I've seen is when some projects decide to mint another character or have another mint, a lot of times you'll see a lot of the initial first mints of that project get dropped on the floor, because people are trying to generate, some liquidity to be able to mint the next best thing. They're looking at their wallet and they're like, oh, these are floors. Maybe I don't want these. I'll just throw these on the floor, get some liquidity so I can get into the new phase of the project. Well, what you guys have done, two things specifically, but speaking of the apes, just speaking of the apes, is you've now incentivized the holding of the bulls, because now the apes are going to have an impact on what the bulls are doing as far as minting, because the apes don't mint any meth, right, Manny? They're not doing any minting of their own, correct?
Correct. Yeah, you're exactly right. Yeah, people will dump one project against another. It's cost. It's the degen nature, right? That's what people do. We said we don't want that to happen to our project. So how do you come out with another cool mint and make sure that everybody holds on to their first mint, right? Because you don't want that falling. So yeah, they're totally synergistic. When you have a bull, and remember the bulls have the gills, right? So if you watch the lore, it's the little symbol that they have on their feet. And on the NFT itself, you'll see it. If you actually look at the sneak peeks we put out, you'll see it in the very left corner, the bottom left corner. It's kind of ghosted out, but you can see it's north, south, east, west. And if that sounds weird, you watch the lore video, it'll make sense. But yeah, the same thing will happen with the apes. They're going to have the guild. And if you have a bull that's the northern guild, and you have an ape that's the northern guild, they're going to help each other out. So your bull will actually.
That first one I'm not finding. If you got a Twitter handle, put the Twitter handle in there. I'm not finding that first one.
It's a family almost, right? So if you have a bull, you want to go out and get the ape, because it multiplies things and improves it. And if you're new to the space, let's just say you've heard really good things about our project, and your first mint is going to be one of our apes. Since it doesn't generate any tokens, but it's a multiplier, what are you going to do? You're probably going to go out and buy a bull, right? Because you want to get those tokens and have that multiplier, right? So everybody's kind of like buying up the floors and bringing the values up for everybody. So it's designed, I think, pretty smart.
That's a good point, because we know that we've got a lot of people that are watching our project right now, and for whatever reason they're not minting. Maybe they're unsure of it. Maybe they think it's too good to be true. I mean, I've heard that. I've heard, how can these guys be doing all this stuff? That's got to be too good to be true. And that's fine, and that's okay, because what's going to happen, I totally believe this, and I think you just touched on it, is you're going to have people that looked at it and decided, I don't think I'm going to do it. Maybe they're going to sit it out for the next couple months, and then all of a sudden we're going to release the apes. The bulls are going to be doing their thing. We're going to be doing the in real life stuff. We're going to be delivering on a roadmap. We're going to be, providing the utility that we promised we're going to provide. All this stuff's going to be happening, and they're going to be like, okay, wait a minute. I think I want to get into this game. I want to get into this project. So now they jump in and get an ape, and then they realize, oh crap, the only way to really make this project work with this ape is I need a bull to go along with it. And then guess what happens? I think that's so freaking cool. I'm so stoked about it. Now the other thing I mentioned before we got on the subject about the apes, I mentioned that you guys are doing 2 things to help. I guess we can call it protecting the floor, because I mean that's kind of what we're doing. Besides creating this symbiotic relationship with the apes, you've also got a hidden gem amongst all of the bulls, and this ties back into our lore. So, you know, if anybody's watched the lore, we all know that the bulls were created by a creator. The creator searched out multiple types of species. He fell in love with the bull. He decided he wanted to create a community, 9,999 of them. And after he created the 9,999 of them, he turned himself into a bull. And you guys have made it very clear that the creator is still hiding amongst these bulls. He is one of the bulls, and he decided to do this and become a common bull. He wanted to be a commoner. He didn't want to be unique. He didn't want to be rare. He wanted to be somebody that was maybe overlooked, so he could roam amongst them and watch them and study them and do all of that. But you guys also announced that what's going to happen in a few months, probably after Mint 2, I think Anthony alluded to that last night, was that NFT is going to change. It's going to morph, and it's going to become a one-of-one, a completely unique NFT to our collection, and it's no longer going to be a. So here we have, you know, all of these what we're going to call horrible, and I mean right now you have all these bulls on OpenSea being sold, and I keep looking at them, and you know we're all looking at the price, but I'm looking at the fact that holy crap, one of these may be the creator. Somebody may have minted a bull and thrown it on secondary, and that's the creator, and we don't know. And so that makes it.
Yeah, that's going to be super cool. That was a cool little tweak that was added at the end. We thought that would be super neat. Again, there is some thought process behind it. You know, do you sell? You know that you have something that's pretty rare. It's not going to be the creator, right? That's the idea. So but you have something that's rare and it's cool, and it's, you know, because it's rare, it's more valuable than other stuff. But if you're holding one of, you know, something, a rarity tool, and you see, oh man, I'm ranked 9,000, you're like, oh, maybe I should sell it. Well, it's those low ranking ones that have the ability to potentially, when we do it, you know, it's going to convert over into that creator. And then you have the rarest of all the characters. You have the one of one, right? And we haven't revealed that image yet. You can see it in the lore, kind of like the hand painting version of it, but it's super cool. So there's all these little details in there that really pull it all together. So it's gonna be nice.
Now, let me ask you a question, and maybe you don't have the answer to this. I don't know if we've actually spoken about it, but this creator being the one of one, since he's created this entire ecosystem, and we know that from the lore from chapter 4, you know, he's looking at the bull and that they're all just, you know, too good and happy and living their lives and not pushing the envelope to test themselves, and now he's thinking he's got to do something. I think that's all I'll say. If you haven't seen the lore, you need to watch it. That still makes the creator, even as we get through Mint 2 and into Mint 3, still the most unique of the collection, correct?
Sorry, on my side, you cut out. What about the 3? What was the last part?
What I'm saying is even though we have, you know, Mint 1, Mint 2, and going into Mint 3, the creator is still the creator of this entire ecosystem. He's still going to be the unique one of one through this entire collection.
Correct. Yeah.
Wow.
No, I mean, at least for now, he's the rarest character in there. The God Bulls are pretty rare. For those of you that are new to this, you know, there's 10,000 bulls, right? Regular bulls, the OG bulls. One of them is the hidden creator, and then there's 500 God Bulls. So those are super rare in itself. But there's literally just one creator bull, or one creator, not the bull, but that one is going to be the one. Whoever has that, I'm curious what'll happen, because someone will probably throw it up on, you know, throw some crazy number and put it on OpenSea just to see what happens. But yeah, to me, it's going to be amazing. I'm very, very curious where, once we do reveal, where all the prices fall for all the rarities. And by the way, guys, we have created our own rarity tool, right? We said that we wanted to make sure that you guys have it, because you can use tools that are out there, but a lot of times, they're either the project's not on there, or it's not updated, or it's not set up for the way our project works, right? Because, for example, when we have team goals, it's going to be deflationary with burning, so rarities will be moving around. So we wanted to create our own, and Anthony's been working on that, and it's going to be super cool. So you guys will be able to see, hopefully soon after reveal, where everything falls.
Cool. Hey,
it'll be the plan is you'll be able to see your token on our website before you'll be able to see it on OpenSea, the way we got it.
Nice.
So our website will be the place to go. That's where you'll be able to see your art the quickest. That's where you'll be able to see your rarity. That's what we're looking to do.
Will we have the rarity? Will the rarity be available on reveal? Is that going to be?
Oh yeah,
ready to go? Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that's exciting.
No, that's why we're doing it. I hate when you get a new collection, you get something like, oh my god, is this cool? Is it not cool? And Rarity Tools isn't open. You go into OpenSea, you're looking at percentages, and you're like, oh, I don't know what I got. And then a few days later, Rarity Tools is finally ready, and you're like, okay, I was excited enough.
Yeah. And by the way, you guys might be thinking, this is they got this plan. He's asking questions that he already knows the answer to. We don't. We have so many things going on with this project that we were split up, right? You work on this, we'll work on this, we'll combine when it comes to this stuff. And Anthony's been just charging it up, just doing the working with the.
All right. So just real quick, and then I'll go back to the info. How I feel about this one is, to me, until I speak to the person who actually did the project, or they explain why all of the items were minted to the same wallet, and then they were kind of transferred from that wallet to the people who ended up buying them for there. That's a weird kind of way to do that. So that looks a little just a little bit sketchy from my point of view, just looking at it from the outside looking in. Like I said, I don't know too much about this project. Just kind of scanned through and looked at it. Not a whole lot of volume either. So this is pretty much not been trending for some time. So I don't know where a couple started getting sold off out of nowhere, but not a whole lot of volume, and it's been out for about 4 months now. Well, 4 months almost. So just with that amount of time and the volume that's going through it right now, might be an advertisement issue or something like that, possibly. But if you're saying that you got 71K on his actual Twitter, you never know. So I would say the network sometimes matters also. Ethereum seems to be king as far as NFT networks, but this one just, you know what I mean? It just doesn't give me the vibe that I would want to go out and spend some money on it. Just because of how long it's been out, it's still not currently minted out, because it's supposed to mint out at 100. So 4 months, it has not minted out 100 NFTs. The volume's low. All of them were minted to one wallet, then transferred from that wallet to the people who are actually buying them, which is an interesting technique. I've never seen that done before. But we can check into this one too. Let me go ahead and pop that back on.
Sexy cat.
That's the one you want? That one right there?
I like
it's got the headphones. Nice,
I like that
pink.
it's so clean. It's a hat and headphones, and his expression. I mean, that's actually a freaking really cool bowl.
That one there is that one's actually pretty rare. So just so everybody knows, we have a lot of traits, a lot of different clothing, accessories, different things. So if you can get a clean bowl, something that doesn't have any clothing, that could actually be more rare than it having a specific type of clothing. Now, certain pieces of clothing, like if you're in an astronaut suit or something like that, that's pretty rare. But this one's pretty rare. And also the headsets, there's even different types or different colors of headsets. And the pink is the second to most rarest one, if I remember correctly. The solid gold ones are the rarest. So this one here with the captain hat, nice and clean, just seeing the fur is that would probably, I imagine, is going to be ranked pretty well. It's pretty cool.
And look at the logo. The logo on the headphones is amazing too. The detail, holy cow!
Yeah, and if you look, see, it's kind of hard to tell, but if you guys zoom in on the very bottom left of that image, you'll see. You gotta zoom in a lot.
That's a Westfield bull.
Westfield bull, yeah. And we created it so that those little gilt symbols don't stand out too much. That way, if people are using it for PFPs, it doesn't distract. It's down there, but it's on every single one, and you'll know what guild you have right there. So we have this. I was going to say we have this contest going for. We're giving away 3 trips out to NFT NYC for us to come out and hang out with us and have dinner. It's a super cool thing. We've already given out 1 winner or one of the trips to one of the winners, and we have 2 more that we're going to be announcing tomorrow. But you have to be on the space tomorrow at, I think it's at, what was it, 7 p.m. Central? 6 p.m. somewhere on there.
Yeah. So no,
that's when it's going to be ending, I think, right? So it's going to be a little bit before that. But to qualify, you have to retweet these nests that we're putting in here. So the character right here with the captain hat, click on that, retweet it, guys, get it out there. You have to also have minted our bulls, right? So you have to have you got to be in the inner circle. So that means you got to hold at least 1 bull. And it doesn't matter if you got it yesterday or you're getting it today or you're purchasing it tonight. As long as you have it at the time that we do the raffle, we're going to have something that checks Twitter and pulls somebody randomly. You could be one of those 2 winners. So everybody, please retweet this. Hit that big blue plus button in the bottom right. Let's get some more people in here. Let's get this party going.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Words are getting hard, Danny. I know.
So Manny, I see somebody here on the speaker panel, and I was tagged by Poco. I'm 100% gonna butcher your name. Gigit Tuna?
Something like that. You can just go to Tuna.
All right, what's up, man? How's it going?
I'm good. I just aped in today after I talked to Dr. Yev Morishenko from Amazon Environment. Probably many will know him. So I was a big fan of many quotes from the AMPM podcast back in the day when you were actually selling your son's coloring pencils too and thinking about Amazon. Remember that?
How cool is that?
Yep.
Yeah, so we actually started Amazon with AMPM podcast and we scaled up to 6 and 7 figures. And then I was like, why don't I create my own helium tent for Turkish marketplaces? And we created that, and then we had like 10,000 plus subscribers. And for all those, I actually followed many code steps. So I would like to thank you and admire you for the point of view you provided for us. And when I found out that you created this project and being a co-founder, I just jumped in. And probably I'm going to be hanging around a lot because I know how you guys know to sustain a business and scale it up. I'm not sure if everybody knows how huge of a success Helium 10 was. It is like, if anybody doesn't know about it, it is the biggest Amazon software, the most, I probably just say the best one out there. And it was the probably biggest success in the Amazon world after Amazon itself. I would say that as well. And I'm thinking that this NFT project is going to be following the same footsteps. So yeah, I just wanted to appreciate what you guys are doing right here.
Man, thank you for those kind words. And it's awesome. It's awesome to see former Helium 10 users coming over, people from the e-commerce Amazon space. Congratulations on your success on your software.
All right, so I'm gonna give you an answer on this one too. I'm gonna give this one a hard pass also, just because just off of the strength of me looking through the wording on here. I tried to zoom in so I can actually show you guys, but literally it says because it is a community funded project, we are looking to apply for venture capitalists for grants to help fund the project. All that says to me as an investor and an investor that has been around for a little bit of time that they don't really have a plan B to this project, not really going well, or the mint process not really going well. So that's not saying anything about them. It could go really well with them getting the loans and the funding for the project itself. But it is way more appealing when the project kind of already has the money, their idea up front, and they're already set to go. You know what I mean? They already got the graphics person paid out, all of the plots of land are paid for, all of the marketing, all of that stuff's paid for, so that they can continually progress. If not, you're kind of believing in the project itself. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, believing into smaller projects that are going to steadily build up. But you have to be aware that this is going to be a project that, one, is going to be a high risk project, just because, one, you already know for a fact they don't have the funding for it. They're pretty much telling you it right off of the bat. I do like the transparency within this, so this would be something that I would probably keep on the back burner and maybe pay attention to, because land is becoming a bigger thing. It is a bit oversaturated with all of the different cryptocurrencies kind of doing land right now. It's like almost becoming as frequent as a swap. Like, everybody's doing metaverse land and stuff like that, but not really creating the land sources itself. So I feel like kind of like social media, there's only going to be so many platforms that people are going to want to use as far as land. So, you know what I mean? You got Sandbox, you got Decentraland, you got NFT Worlds, which is commonly used for a lot of people's metaverses. So it doesn't really leave a lot of places for this one, especially for them right out the bat saying that they don't have the funding to really do a lot with the project right this second. Not saying that it's bad, but just saying for me personally, just because one, the funding's not there, that kind of like halted my reading and you know what I mean, and my concept of moving forward for there, just because of one, previous projects that have kind of had those kind of issues. The fact that they're kind of going the route of they already have a plan to kind of get funds in place, that's good. I don't know how that went. That would be good to find out that information, but I would definitely change the literature on their website if that was the case. It was obtained and they have funding for everything. So that's just my personal opinion, which is why I told you guys I like Wireless Token. I like Cloud9 NFTs. They were funded. They were already paid for. Nothing it doesn't give me either a cash grab vibes or vibes as though there is absolutely no hope if there is a downfall, which a lot of these things really do need a plan B. You know what I mean? Like, you need some type of plan to ensure that your investors will not be losing money from your project, and it's not just, oh, sorry, you know, I tried. You know what I mean? There has to be some type of business plan behind that funding for that business plan to actually work for me to want to throw my money into it at this point. First drop sold out. Okay, so we went through two of them. Of this dude. Yes, that one. Okay, I read that one. Yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate that also, man. I appreciate you telling people about the channel, man. Anybody that wants to sub, show some love, man. Everybody is most definitely welcome here, man. We can definitely learn, grow, do all that good stuff together. A lot of these different things within cryptocurrency, NFTs are new, and there are new advancements being added to it, like the nutraceutical thing that Volix is doing. That's new. And I feel like he's going to be the first person to accurately create that atmosphere. What's going on, Justin Man 04? What's to it, man? How you feeling, bro? What's going on, man? What's going on, Shane? What's up? What's up? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, well, Rev, with NFTs, man, NFTs, man, are a different type of animal. They're really similar. They're similar to cryptocurrency. So you got to think about it. You personally right now can make a NFT collection right now on OpenSea the same way that you can go to Brew Labs, tell them that you have enough money. I guess if they don't feel sketchy about you, they'll create you a contract. They're not responsible for what you do with the contract from there. You know what I mean? They just create structured and good contracts so that people can actually use them on the market. So, you know what I mean? So it's the same thing as NFTs, man. Everybody doesn't make NFTs with the thought process of them making it long term, more than them making money at this time period. So those are a lot of the details that I look into. Up on that note, what's the cheapest NFT out right now that you feel has the most potential? Man, there's a lot of NFTs that are cheap currently right now that I feel like have a lot of potential. It just depends on, one, what your price range is. Two, what is your intention for trying to buy the NFT? Are you looking for an NFT that's going to be more of a short term goal? You know what I mean? Like you're trying to make money kind of in a shorter term, or do you have more time to wait? There are different projects that you can get into that may move faster than others, but that other project that may move a little bit slower may end up going up a little bit more in price as things go on. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Like it's a lot of cheap things right now. A lot of cheap things, man. It's a lot of things that are being, because the market's not the best in the world right this second. And the fact that people are minting while the market is bad, right? So they're expecting these wonderful results during the bad market, and then when they don't see them, they immediately want to sell and try to obtain the money. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy, you know what I mean? So like Bulls and Apes, we can take this for an example. So you guys saw what they were dropping these on the floor for. We know what the mint price is, which right now, it literally just took for those to get swept up for it now to be above mint price. So now OpenSea does not look as appealing that it did before when it was at 0.19. I told you that 0.19 was a steal. These guys are not going to let this project fail, guys. I mean, it may have taken more than 24 hours to mint out, but I know a lot of people that have nowhere near the volume to clear anywhere close to what they cleared in 24 hours. And with organic growth and a lot of the different methods that they took to do it. So people were dropping on the floor at 0.19. Let me refresh again, because, you know, some people, the demand might be a little bit higher. You never know, but you already know. You just got to check that activity and see what's going on. Oh, I think even is this Mr. Neo itself? Let me see. I don't know if I see a Bored Ape or something. Oh, dude, he has a shit ton. Yeah, this is him. So this is one of the founders right here. The founder actually just bought one, which is pretty dope. And I'm just gonna throw this out here. Look at his wallet, bro. Like I'm definitely feeling the wallet, and he's got some steals on here too, bro. Like I'm definitely feeling this one. I didn't know that was his. I was actually gonna try to buy that one. That's dope. But yeah, he has a hell of an NFT wallet, and when he mints, he does not play around when he mints. If you guys are paying attention to this, damn, I don't know what man, when he support a project, boy, he supports the project. Let me tell you, look, and we just now getting to the look. These are all the juices, bro. Like these juices are real. He got airdrop one of the J3. That's decent. Yeah, he has really good taste in NFTs, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was looking for the Bored Ape. Look, you got some more of them. But yeah, like this is another thing that I was trying to explain to you guys. Like they are like they support their project. Like he's sweeping the floor too. If you pay attention to it, 0.21 when they were lower. He's bought one at 0.24. So he's supporting the project. Lazy Lions, dude. Like these probably he bought off for a high ticket. This one was cheap. Got in early, probably. He paid 1.4 for this. So these are projects that are actually up there in tickets, and some of them he's actually just supporting the actual community themselves. Some of them he's actually giving away, which is pretty cool also. But I think it's I don't know, it's just a cool thing to kind of see different people's taste in like NFTs and stuff like that. But yeah, so Bulls and Apes definitely up there, as you guys see. 0.20, 0.22, 0.21. He is definitely supporting his project and trying to put in work to help the floor, him along with other people that definitely believe in the project itself, which I can't be mad at that. I mean, literally you're not taking it from the supply, you're buying off the floor, sweeping the floor, helping the price on OpenSea for your holders. I mean, how do you complain about that? But as far as I'm like, oh, it's hating on me. As far as ones that I would definitely see, I was going to say this one if it was at 0.19 still, but it's at 0.24. So the floor is actually rising on this. And once it gets to this 0.24 range, this is actually where I was interested. Once it gets to, I say once it gets to 0.3, I think we'll be probably closer to actually minting out. And once it gets to that 0.3, you know what I mean? You can keep scrolling through. It's only so long until you get to 0.5. And then once you get to 0.5, it is a very short trip to one Ethereum floor on these. So it's not too far from the initial goal that we had in the first place of it minting out and it being a lot of volume for it. People are just kind of catching on late to it, I feel like. Then on top of that, you guys have to take into account. So let's do some numbers really quick. Let's refresh. We're at 2,100. So that means pretty much almost 8K. Almost 8K was minted. So out of 8K NFTs, similar to Bolix NFTs, those Cloud9 NFTs, pay attention, guys. There's only 61 right now currently that are even listed to be sold. Earlier today, there was 109 that were listed to be sold. So those got bought. Now there's only 61. Keep in mind, so people might mint and put it on the floor depending on how they're feeling about it. But that means that right now, because of the shift right now, so people might be buying off the floor. Or I mean, I would advise minting, especially getting more than one. But there's only 61 listed, period. So after that, you know what I mean? I feel like the prices are definitely going to change. It's 61 is not a lot for an NFT collection, especially if this catches fire or gets seen by the right eyes or gets the right explanation explained, and somebody goes back and tells somebody else like, man, and yeah, baby fat, I already know. I've heard that so many different times before. I'm telling you, floor price is definitely solid. Not bad at this floor price at all, period. But something a little less spicy right now. Now, this, like I said, this is something that I would do, not financial advice. This is something that I'm looking to do also. This is just me. So something that I know that Apes, something that you guys hear me talking about very often, guys. So this is something that you guys can actually take advantage of. I will be taking advantage of this. This will probably be my next binge after I kind of binge on Cloud9 NFTs. But I will be getting some of these, which is the J1, the J2s, and the J3s. I'll be trying to obtain as many of these as I can. One, because they are currently only $42, which is, let me back. I don't know why it does it super. It's only $42 right now. So with it only being $42, people were paying $200-$300 for this particular one. So if it even gets back to that range, I've already close to like 5-6 times my money already, just at the small range that it was previously before the market dropped. So that's a quick 5 times right there. Like I said, not financial advice, but I mean, there's no real place this can go but up. I mean, what is it going to go to $20 at this point? I feel like it's at pretty much really close to an all-time low for what this is going to be, which is a really good time to buy things because, like I said, only place it can go is up unless the project's not going anywhere. In which, if you guys have paid attention or did any homework as far as this project is definitely going places. A lot of people are being impatient because they're not hearing news. They were hearing a lot of news at first, but people within the team figured that it was a little bit easier to not divulge as much news. And you know what I mean? Just kind of keep it simple for people and just pop out with things, which I'll actually go to their profile. They put out a picture, which looks like they're going to be doing some things within the metaverse, which means that they're probably going to be obtaining an NFT world, which is one of those worlds that I was speaking about earlier. And kind of building out on that, maybe putting a bar, a couple of different things so people can meet up. It looked like a place for some concerts and stuff. But let me go ahead and get into this pricing really quick. So, somebody just must have bought this like 30 seconds ago. That's crazy. All right, so somebody bought that one because apparently, I don't know if they're watching me or what, but so let's go to this one. So the next one up, or this one actually ends up making you a mutant baby, which is valuable within the ape community. So you're just thinking in advance, the cheaper component, because people are going to need these. There's only so many per the collection. So if you obtain these, which is at a smaller dollar amount right now versus getting the actual NFTs, you can do that also. So this one will be a decent one, which I'll take you to the queens also, because the queens are around this price also, surprisingly. But $183 And this one was being sold for I think at one point around like close to like 1 ETH, honestly. And then the J3 was getting sold for like 2 to like in between 2 to 5 ETH, depending on who was actually selling it before the market went down. So you can pretty much see that's almost a 10 times on what you're paying currently right now, depending on when the market increases and when they actually drop information about the utilization of these juices. So just another quick flip, you know what I mean? But let's go to, just because I'll stay within a certain price range really quick. Go to the Queens and you can look at the floor, which is also part of the ecosystem, which is actually cheaper than that J2 juice right now currently, which is $146. So this, I feel like, has the potential of running also the breeding capability and possibilities are going to be really big once that comes out. And once things start to settle as far as the market and people kind of fluctuating from wanting to buy the Genesis to buying the juices to buying this one, it's just, as of right now, the market is oversaturated with too many options within the ecosystem. Not a bad thing. People are just not really knowing what to do right this second with a lack of money within the market and all of these options. So people are kind of making money on this side because they minted a lot of Queens to go get some Genesis because they really feel like those are going to run first. Then some people are selling their Genesis to get Queens because they feel like that's the new one and people are really paying attention to that more. And some people are being strategic and knowing that there's only so many juices out there and kind of obtaining a lot of those. So it just depends on what your trading strategy is and what you want to do to kind of make money. But there's multiple different lanes, cheap lanes too, right now, especially with the prices that you can get into some of these projects. Let me even look at the Genesis. The Genesis were pretty damn low also. Pretty damn low. But these are all situations to where once it improves, those prices go up. So 0.15 for the Genesis, which is low end. But like I said, project's not going anywhere. This is definitely a project that has partnerships with multiple different people. Click 2.0, which is Mike Tyson's THC spray that he actually has, is one of them. Multiple different recording artists, which they're actually giving royalties on their 15 different one-on-ones. So a lot of different things. So this is only $274. And also within this apocalyptic ape ecosystem, you need one of the original apes, the Genesis, which is one of these, to begin the staking process. So if you're thinking about staking, making some passive income, and I mean, you can make passive income while you're waiting on the market to improve and the floor price to improve. Then if you want to like sell a couple after you obtain a couple, you can sell a couple like that. So it's pretty much like dollar cost averaging in with crypto right now. Some people are impatient, you know what I mean? Bought it for high, sell it for low, which is not the best thing to do at all, period. But some people are just I see things like that and I look at it as an opportunity to make a little bit of money. So I probably would give a wrap deep offer to somebody who bought high and is going low now. So just because it seems like they're looking for money. Just another trading strategy I'm throwing out there, NFT wise. But any other projects you guys want to look at? I don't want to ramble too much. Like I've gone over the deep end on a couple different ones already. I won't stress on Cloud9 NFTs too much longer because I do have Cryptobolics on at 3 p.m. Central Time tomorrow, so we'll hit that then. So Pixelated is coming out this week too. For everybody who is holding one of Sammy's hearts, it will be a free mint. Just got to pay the gas fee. So I will have off the bat, I'm gonna have 11 of those. Just because I have 11 of the hearts, so I'll have 11 of those, and I don't know if I'll be minting a couple more. But the pixelated art may take flight, especially with the music attached to it. I think that might be the right recipe. Yeah, you could just literally go to the site if you wanted to grab one of the juices. It's Apocalyptic Labs. Make sure that you have the right site though. I don't think it's anything else about. Missed this for the low. Oh, this is for the low right now. Also showing a jump. They had a big spike, went down a little bit right now. They're at about 0.1 currently right now. Like I said, some people are being impatient. I mean, I take advantage of certain things like that. You see somebody bought it at 0.24. I'm pretty sure when the market corrects and the price goes back up, somebody will buy it around that price again. instant 2 times on your money, if not a little bit more, depending on what you price it at. So it just depends on how you look at things and how things are priced. I look at the price and it's as pretty good depending on what the project is and the team behind it. Like I said previously about Shonen Junk, they have the founders of Crunchyroll behind them, and they're pushing things, and the artwork solid. They had a good platform. They're doing a main verse, which is their version of a metaverse. So definitely a lot of different things to look for on this collection. Also, there's a couple other different ones that are out currently right now. My goal is to get things that I can buy low, that while they're low right now, while the market's down, that when it raises up, I can really benefit from that. So and I swear this Bulls and Apes floor is about to get spicy, man. It's just like getting really close to that 0.3 range. Got 11 before 0.3. Solid. But yeah, guys, I don't want to overinform you guys too much. Unless you guys got another project, something like that, I'm more than willing to look it up. If not, I will cut out. And like I said, 3 p.m. Central Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, guys. We will be at it again. Cryptobolics will be having an intelligent conversation about these NFTs and the ecosystem, the token, and kind of breaking down a couple different concepts that I've been just thinking over in my head, man. So everybody's more than welcome, guys. Like I said, 3 p.m. Central Time. Link's already up. Hit the like button if you guys can for me. Like I said, I spam my content everywhere so we can get a little more views, eyes on it. Maybe some more people inside of the community. You never know. So it's been helping me with subs a little bit. Not so much on the live feed so much, but people do watch the streams throughout the day, which is cool. Me, I do have a later stream, so I've actually been contemplating coming on a little bit earlier also, but you never know. But yeah, so not saying anything. So you guys enjoy the rest of your night, morning, day, evening, wherever you guys are at currently right now. Been a great one, guys. Like I said, next Wednesday, same thing, NFT SHILL and SHILL. You guys got projects you want to look at, we'll pull them up. We'll go through them, see if they look like, in my personal opinion, something that I would invest into. Since this is pretty much what you guys are asking me, does not mean anything about the project. I will still be more than willing to, if anybody from the project wants to reach out, do an AMA, or you know what I mean, provide me additional information about the project that makes me feel different than the initial kind of scan through. I'm more than for that also. But other than that, man, I'll cut off this low fee, man, and you guys, like I said, enjoy the rest of your night, man. I'll definitely be back at it tomorrow. We'll hop on with Bollocks midday, and then I'll probably hop on and check the market out late night, man. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. Keep cuffing that dip, and also remember that it's beyond crypto. I'm out here.